The last thing I want to discuss today that you need to understand about your man is his work. His work. I've said you need to understand. You need to understand his temperament. All right. Understand his love language. Understand his interests. All right. Understand his work. His work. This is very important. Very, very important. Work is man's first love. That's true. It's man's first love. That's because the first thing God introduced to man after creating him is work. When God created Adam, the first thing he told him, tend the garden, take care of it. It's work that was introduced to first. And so that's what he loves the most. Do you understand? On the other hand, what God first introduced to a woman was marriage, relationship. Because when God created Eve, first thing he saw is see Adam. So that tells you everybody's priority. A man's work is what gives him the most fulfillment in life. On the contrary, a woman's family life, love life, is what gives her most fulfillment. So, for instance, a man, if his marriage is not doing too well, if his job is doing very well, he will still be fine. A woman, no matter how much the job, your work is doing, if your family is not doing fine, you will not find fulfillment. In fact, even when God was going to punish Adam and Eve, he used what gives them fulfillment to punishment. He said to Adam, you will sweat when you now walk. It will be laborious. He said to the woman, now you are going to have, your desire will be to the man, and in labor, you have serious labor when you want to give birth. You see, he didn't tell the woman, your work will not do much, it will not produce much. If he had said that, God knows, he would have said, no problem, that's not even a cause. My work is not the primary thing to me. If you had told the man that, come, your marriage is what will not be working, the man would say, well, I can manage that as long as the work is fine. So, I said all of that to say this, that a man's work is very important to him. It's very important to him. You have to pay attention to it. A man's fulfillment is tied to his work. It's tied to it. If a man's work is not going fine, nothing else will go fine. Nothing else. Nothing else will go fine. So therefore, you can't afford to be unconcerned about what is going on in his work. No, you can't afford to be unconcerned. You need to know about what your husband is doing, the projects he's doing, the target he has at work, because it will affect you. If the work is going on fine, you will enjoy him. If it's not going on fine, you will not enjoy him. So you see that it concerns you. Do you understand? It concerns you. You can't afford to be unconcerned about it. You can't afford to be unconcerned about what is going on in his work. You can't. You can't. A man will appreciate a woman who is concerned about his work and supports him at it. A man will always appreciate a woman like that. That understands the work. I mean, maybe not fully, but to the best of your ability, know what the man's job entails. All right, know what is happening. Try to discuss with him about it. Do you understand? Because it's topmost on his heart. It's topmost on his heart, and if he gets it right, I tell you, if a man you must have seen. For instance, maybe they promote your husband at work. I tell you, that day you are going to have the best time of your life. He doesn't mind spending so much money just to make you happy that day, because that promotion means a lot to him. Means a lot. So a man will appreciate a woman who is concerned about his work and supports him at it. Okay? You must understand your man's work enough to advise him about it, pray for him about it, and support him at it. You must understand that man's work enough to be able to do that, to advise him and say, honey, I think you should do this. About this your work, I've been thinking. A man will appreciate you if he tells you about the problem they're having at office, about his business, about his job, his calling. Do you understand? And you just call him up one day, or when he comes by, say, I've been thinking about this thing you said about your work. What if you do it this way? What if I help you with this? What if I borrow this for you to help you do that? A man will really, really, really appreciate a woman like that. He will. He will. He will. In fact, he will take that woman as an asset, because she supports his work, and in return he is going to shower her with his affection. As far as it's concerned, this woman is an asset that is helping me get my job done. In any case, a woman is said to be an helpmate. I know we are both helpmates for each other, but concentrating on the woman today, a woman is you are his helpmate, and so the job of an helpmate is to help somebody achieve his goal. Do you understand? So you should think of it. Think of yourself as his personal assistant at work. Think of yourself as that. I know you have your own job. I know you should, and you should. I encourage you to have, all right? Because you will not be able to do so much if you don't have yours. But see to it that you know what is going on. Advise him. You must know about his work enough to be able to advise him. Don't just be concerned about how much he earns. Help him to earn more. You see a conference that you think can better his job, be the first to tell him, I saw this conference, I think it will help you. It's going to do a lot. He will take note of that. So know about his job well enough to be able to advise him about it, to be able to pray for him about it. How do you pray for somebody you don't know about what they are facing? So you really need to be concerned, because if you don't have a burden for something, you won't be able to pray for that thing. And know about it enough also to be able to support him. To be able to support him, to say, this is what you need. I'll never forget how we got on TV. I remember once we were going to go on TV, and we had paid many bills, we did the studio and all of that, got the cameras. In fact, we had recorded a number of episodes, but we were short of just about 30,000 naira. And I just believe that it was small, we will get it before the deadline. And the deadline was getting close. We were about 2 days or so. Just about 3 days. In fact, it was so bad that the original time slot the TV station gave us, somebody else paid for it, and so they took us to another time slot. I wasn't happy because I couldn't. So I had finished all the money, all the help, all the partnership we got. We needed just 30,000, and so the last day, all right, that we were supposed to pay, I was discouraged. Sincerely speaking, I was discouraged. I went to my bedroom. I didn't have enough strength to pray again. I just slept. I wanted to wake up the next day and know that, I did my best, But 30 minutes to the deadline, my wife just came to wake me up and said, I'll send you the money now. You're going to pay it. I said, where did you get the money from? Because I know she didn't have money. She had emptied all her account. We've all done that. And she said she spoke to somebody, and that's how she just made sure that she just got the money. Quickly I took that money, I sent it to the TV station, and we secured that slot. That was what brought us on TV. Because a woman was wise enough to know that this is my husband's work, it must not fail. And she went out of her way to get it done. I will never forget. I've said it before, said it severally. I will never forget. I remember once Reverend Felix Funke Adesanya said this, and it's very, very instructive. She said she told God one day that, God, if my husband fails, hold me responsible. Wow. Yes, the husband is Bishop Felix Adesanya. She said, if my husband fails, she told God, if my husband fails, hold me responsible. Any man will kill to have a woman like that, who will put her life on the line to see that this man is successful in his work. Any man will do anything to have that kind of woman. Trust me, no matter how wicked that man is, if this woman is going to stay to make sure that my work is successful, he will do anything. he will do anything. So you need to do that. You need to do that. You need to be such a woman who understands the husband's work, because work is man's first love. It's man's first love. And if you don't take care of his first love, forget it. You are not going to get any love from that man. You are not going to. That's why if a man loses his job or his work is not going fine, everything you do will be wrong. Everything will be wrong. Everything you do will be wrong. Let me leave you with this example. The example of Jezebel. Jezebel is popularly believed to be a bad woman, and rightly so. She is a bad woman. But one thing I want to notice about Jezebel is that she may be a bad woman, but she's a very good wife. You say, why do I say this? You can check it on 1 Kings chapter 21, reading from verse 1. Ahab, her husband, the king, told Naboth, I want your vineyard. Naboth said, I'm not going to give it to you. This is my father's property. I'm not going to say. In fact, even if you are ready to buy, I'm not going to buy. If you are going to give me, I'm not going to sell. If you are going to give me another one, I'm not going to take. I will still own this. And Ahab was sad. You see that? But the Bible says when he got to in verse 4, 5, Jezebel looked at her and said, my husband, why is it that your countenance is sad? Look at that. She understood his temperament. She understood that this is not the way my husband is. And typically, I want to believe that Ahab would have done what every man would do. He said, don't worry, nothing. But she insisted. She said, no, tell me. The man said, well, what happened today is that I went out. You know, I love vineyards. And I believe Jezebel would have said, yes, I know. I know you love vineyards generally. That's his interest. So she understood his temperament. She understood his interests. And then Jezebel said, well, Ahab said you were not going to sell to me, and I felt bad. That business did not go through, because really it was a business. He offered him money. And look at what Jezebel replied. Jezebel said, come, are you not the king? That is love language. She's speaking the love language of words of affirmation. She said, are you not the king? Come on. A whole king like you. Eat. Nothing that you want that you cannot get. You are the king. I can imagine Ahab must have felt that, it's true, I'm the king. Like the Yorubas will say, Oba Balori gbogbo nkan. He must have boosted his morale. So she gave him food. And this is my own addition to it. She probably had given him good sex that night. I said, don't worry, sleep, my husband. I will get it for you. Your work. This is your business. I will see to it that it works. So, eventually, if you read down that chapter 21, she got it for him by hook and crook. The process was wrong, but like I said, she's a bad woman, but a good wife. She understood her husband's temperament. She understood his interests. She understood his love language. Do you understand? And she even understood his work and saw to it that work was successful. You understand? And no doubt, Ahab was a nice man. About through the Bible, you wonder, how could a man like that marry a woman like that? He knew what he was marrying. Ahab was a good wife to him. So, Jezebel rather. Jezebel was a good wife to him. So, learn the lesson from Jezebel. Be a woman who understands a man. And that will help you greatly. 4 things I said you need to understand about your man. It's not limited, it's not exhaustive, but these 4 things very important. Temperament, okay, love language, interest, and work. Let me rest my case here now as we begin to entertain questions. Thank you so much for your listening attention. God bless you.